In this video, I'm gonna give you my argument as to why this video game, Grand Theft Auto 5, is, in my opinion, the best game that has ever been released. Let's get to it. Okay, just to give you a little context as to why I'm making this video, I recently found myself playing this video game for the third time since it was released in 2013. Yes, this game was released in 2013. This time I'm playing it in PC, and oh my god, the graphics. I mean, it's something, it's a difference that I had never seen in a Grand Theft Auto game before. Even the jumps from PlayStation 3 to PlayStation 4, and we have to wait until what happens with the PlayStation 5. Hopefully it'll be like the graphics on PC, but wow, I mean, and I'm talking about graphics as to the glare from the sun hitting vehicles, anything on the street, the shadows, the much sharper colors. I mean, it's just everything. Everything looks so much better, and this is just the giant leap that as I stated before, I had never seen before. Obviously, I'm putting aside the violent nature of the game because that's not what I really want to talk about. I don't play it for that purpose. It's maybe maybe when it was released in 2013 and I played on the PlayStation 3, there were just a few times that I just put on the game and I just randomly started shooting people, but I don't do that anymore. I actually go in to play the missions, and the missions are interesting. They are still good and all of that. And I noticed that the game is even good doing things that specific games that are made just to do that don't do really well. I'm going to give you, for example, PGA 2K21 is the only golf game, at least for PlayStation 5, that's available. And Grand Theft Auto 5 does golf better. The only reason why I keep playing PGA 2K21 is because it has different golf courses. If GTA 5 had different golf courses, I would have never even bothered with PGA 2K21. It's a good game. Don't get me wrong. PGA 2K21, it's a good game, but this is just at another level. I mean, this game is just at another level. Also, to make a comparison, the vehicle driving, obviously it's called Grand Theft Auto, so it's got to be good. But to compare it to something like EA Games, which at a certain point dealt with making the Need for Speed franchise, Grand Theft Auto still does it so much better. And considering, like, for example, a recent game like Call of Duty Warzone, the when you get in a car, it feels so clunky. It doesn't feel like actual driving. Neither does the flying in case of Warzone. But in Grand Theft Auto 5, it just feels like you're just doing something else. Aside from the fact that, of course, you can play in third-person perspective, which, in my opinion, I like a lot better than first-person. As I said before, this game is still being played, and it was released in 2013. I'm playing the story mode for the third time, as I just stated before, and I'm probably gonna play it a fourth whenever it does release for PlayStation 5. For those of you who only worry about the success based on monetary or sales, I have numbers for you. As I have said, this would be the third time Grand Theft Auto 5 was released in 2013, and it has sold 140 million copies. 20 million of those just in 2020. So obviously, due to whatever happened in 2020, it kind of went back. Though I did see the previous years, they weren't that low either. At 20 million copies is still a really good, especially since you can play. If you buy the game, you can play obviously Grand Theft Auto Online. Uh, Grand Theft Auto has survived 2 generations of consoles. It's overlived them. PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and whenever the PlayStation 5 comes out, it'll come out for the PlayStation 5. And I'm sure that in Xbox it was basically the same thing. In the end, again, putting the nature of violence of the game aside, and the perspective from a hardcore Assassin's Creed fan, and obviously, Black Flag from Assassin's Creed was the greatest Assassin's Creed game that has ever been released. And I still gotta say that this game beats it by a mile, honestly. This is a so much better game. The graphics, the things that it does so much more than Assassin's Creed. And since Assassin's Creed went to the skill tree thing, I'm a fan of the original Assassin's Creed, of the original purpose. But once they made the skill tree, the game lost whatever it was supposed to be. But that's for another video. That's not for this one. In my opinion, again, Assassin's Creed. In my opinion, again, Grand Theft Auto 5 might be the greatest game that has ever come out. If you like this video, please hit the like button right below me. Also, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell so you can be notified when we have new videos. Remember, we're available on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and obviously YouTube at J.R. Abrams Tech, so you can stay up to date with the latest news and rumors about tech. Until next time.